everyone, my name is Chloe and today I'm here to give you my September TBR. So I have started and stopped this video twice already because I keep saying August TBR. How on earth, you guys, is it almost September 2021? Like I'm still living in the 2020 haze. And so the fact that it is almost September just mind boggles me. But in August, I did a really small TBR and I have loved that. I have loved that because I've been able to go to my shelves and just pick something and read it. And what a mind-boggling idea. I have loved it. So I'm going to try to keep September really small too. So let's just jump into it. So I'm not scheduled to do any buddy reads this month. So nothing to talk about there. For the Book Sisters, tomorrow, Saturday, is our live show. And so I'm not going to tell you what this month's theme is, but I'm going to tell you that I'm going to be reading Masterclass by Christina Dalcher. So this book intrigues me so much. So this is a dystopian book about a world in which kids are sorted into their school by their IQ. So there's super elite schools and then there's just really basic schools for kids based on their IQs. And this woman, she is a teacher at one of the elite schools, and then her daughter bombs the test. I think it's her daughter. Her child bombs the test. And so she gets sent away to like the bottom tier school, and she has to fight to get her back. So this just sounds so good to me. And I think this glows in the dark. This cover is just like, I just am so intrigued by this. So I cannot wait to read this. Next are the two challenges I've been doing all year. So I've been doing the Read Your Bookshelf Challenge, and in September, the challenge is a book you want to learn from. So I am going to be reading Having a Merry Heart in a Martha World by Joanna Weaver. So this book is one that I have had on my shelf, I think, since high school, you guys. I don't know. This is a Christian Bible study sort of book about, there's two women in the Bible, Mary and Martha. They were sisters, and Jesus came to their house, and Mary just sat and washed his feet and hung out with him and just was like present with God, and Martha was running around doing all the things. And so this is so applicable to me, you guys, being able to stop and pause. And I've been having like lately, like some existential crises about how fast time is going and like, am I present enough in my own life or am I too busy? And I think this book will help me answer that, I hope. So that is what I'm going to be reading for that. And then for the Read Your Bookshelf Challenge, the challenge is a translated book. And I am really I'm really trying to read off my shelves. I've been saying that all dang year, but we have a bookshelf in here. You can't see like the other view of it, but one of these bookshelves has to go, which means I have to get books off my shelf. I have got to do it. So I was looking through, and I don't know, do you guys know of any like quick way to tell what's translated and what's not? Because there's certain things, like, of course, Frederick Bachman is not written in English initially. Like, there's certain things some of them you just don't. And so I'm kind of doing a cop-out on this one, which if I had more time to research, I'm making excuses, but I'm copping out and saying I'm going to be doing The Boy in the Striped Pajamas by John Boyne. And this I know was originally written in English, I believe, but this book is about two kids during World War II, one on the Nazi side, one in an internment camp, and the little boy on the German side, I believe, sees this boy and thinks he's in striped pajamas, even though he's in a prison uniform. And this book has been written, like translated to hundreds of languages. There are I think 250 versions of this book. So the original language, I believe, is English, but it has been translated to others. So I know this isn't a cop-out, but I'm going to do it. And then the only other category that I'm setting on my TBR is my NetGalley or LibraFM ARCs. So NetGalley, if you don't know, is a website where you can go. You don't have to have a channel. You don't have to have any sort of following. You can go to and sign up to review ARCs early. Ebooks, audiobooks, there's a handful of both. So you can go on there. And I have one book on there that publishes in September, and that's 8 Perfect Hours by Leah Louise. And this book sounds so fun. It's about a March snowstorm in which this woman gets stuck in the snowstorm, and this guy that comes and saves her, they have 8 perfect hours, and then fate keeps bringing them together. And I just think that sounds so fun. Right now, it is 101 degrees here, so reading about a snowstorm, maybe not the most applicable, but also kind of escapable. So I'm excited to read it. I think it sounds fun. And who knows, by September, you guys, we could have snow. Weirder things have happened. And then the last one that I have is on LibraFM. So LibraFM is very similar to Audible, except all proceeds go to the local indie bookstore of your choice. So I love it. You don't have to, this is something you pay for, but if you do have a following anywhere, you can sign up for their ALC program, and that again is ARCS. So I have Apples Never Fall by Leanne Moriarty on this, and it comes out September 13th. And this is a book that I don't know a whole lot about. And like Leanne Moriarty, I don't have to know very much for me to be signed up, ready to go. So this one I do know is about like a well-known family within the community. It's a mom and dad and 4 kids, I think, and the mom goes missing. And so we are kind of thinking the dad may have done it, but there's some kids missing as well. So who did it? What's going on? Apples never fall far from the tree. So who's the bad apple? Don't know. So those books are what I'm going to be reading. I've only got 3 physically and then 2 ARCs. And so I feel really good about that, because then I feel like I can really focus on taking down my shelves. We have been to our new local library. So my daughter's mind was blown. When we got our library cards, they told us this county has 14 different libraries. And so she was like, what? And so she's wanting to do a library tour of all 14. And I don't know if we'll make it because the county is pretty big, but we are spending a lot of times in libraries. And I'm just going to zone in, go straight for the kids section, not get anything else, because I've got to read off these shelves. So what are you reading in September? Tell me what was the best thing you read in August, and tell me what you're looking forward to in September, and we'll talk to you in the next one.